Today I'm spending the day in Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. I'm currently on a car camping trip in Scotland, and for one of the days I decided to go to Edinburgh to see the sights and what this city has to offer. So join me as we explore Edinburgh during the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Although this is going to be an Edinburgh video, I have also decided to go to Leith Harbour to have a look at the Royal Yacht Britannia. So first things first, let's pick this up from Leith, just north of Edinburgh. Hope you enjoy. So good morning from Edinburgh, or shall I say Leith. We are outside the Royal Yacht Britannia, which was the yacht used by the royal family up until the late 1900s. It's £19.50 to go on. I've bought a ticket, we're going to head in there now. Apparently it's really good, and it's been something on my list to do for quite a while, and I'm quite pleased to be able to see the yacht. I'm not a royalist, I like marine engineering, yachts, things like that, so it's right up my street, so we're going to have a look at it now. Let's go. So the yacht was finally decommissioned in 1997. So it's been in Leith for 25 years now in this harbour. So here we are, this is the Royal Yacht Britannia. There's a cruise ship in port as well. So we have a window around, this is the top deck, we've just been into the bridge and we'll see the rest of the yacht. Let's go. So this is showing a Land Rover and Rolls Royce being brought onto the ship. So back when they used to do state visits and there was no reliable cars in the country they were visiting, they'd bring a Rolls Royce and a Land Rover. They were saying to get the Rolls Royce on board they had to dismantle the bumpers for it to be able to fit in. Bloody hard work. So halfway down the ship is the Queen's residence, or the royal family residence, and the windows are a lot higher than normal portholes on a ship. It's to stop you accidentally looking inside the window, just in case you get a glimpse of something you're not supposed to see inside in the Queen's bedroom. Now this is a button from St. Nelson's coat and it's over 200 years old.
That's it. Right. Chocolate orange? I coffees on that.
And here we are, here is a Rolls Royce. This is first registered in 1967. Cost when new, £10,000. But this is the Royal Yacht Britannia. We have now finished the tour. It was a very good tour actually, £19.50 for a ticket. Probably an hour and a half I think it took me to go round. Really interesting, got to see a lot of the ship, got to learn a lot of the history. Yeah, something I've been wanting to do in the UK for a while, and I'm happy I've been able to visit Edinburgh or Leith. But yeah, I'd recommend it if you come up to Leith. I think it was a bit fun this time. So we had to quickly jump off the tram. I tried to buy a ticket while I was on the platform, and my contactless card just kept on like coming up with a big red cross. I tried 2 cards and they didn't work. And anyway, I saw the ticket inspector coming down the tram, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get fined here. So I quickly jumped off, and now I'm walking the extra mile into Edinburgh city centre. We're almost in the city centre now. I put myself on a free walking tour at 1 PM. It's currently 12:15, so 45 minutes. Free walking tour around Edinburgh, get to know a bit of the history of the city, get to see the main sites, get some insider knowledge of where to go, maybe something nice to eat. Although I'm a little bit hungry now, so I might get something quick to eat first. And then, yeah, we'll see where the day takes us, because tonight we're camping near the Cairngorms National Park, which would be fun. So we've got petitions for ceasefire in Gaza, we've got the Socialist Party of Scotland, we've got men in suits. So this building is the Balmoral. Look how grand and posh it is. The Balmoral Hotel is where J.K. Rowling stayed when she was writing some of the Harry Potter books. I think the Deathly Hallows that's where she wrote that book. Up on the hill you've got the famous Edinburgh Castle. So I came to Edinburgh as a kid years ago, and after just having a short amount of time in and around the city centre, what I will say, it's a really nice city. So much going on. There's so many small independent shops, quirky shops, unusual, unique places to eat, shops, cafes, coffee shops. Yeah, it's really nice. And the Edinburgh Fringe is on this week, or I don't know how it works. Is it this week? Is it a month? Is it? I don't know. But there's the Edinburgh Fringe is on. I don't know whether I should look into it, whether I should go and watch a comedy show, or I don't know how it works. So when I have a sit down in a bit, I'll work out what to do and see if it's worth going to an Edinburgh Fringe show. But yep, here we are. Oh, and you've got the bagpipes over there. Look at that view. You have Edinburgh Castle up on the hill, and I don't know what that is. It looks like some sort of stadium or something. No idea what that is. Fringe street event. So there's a lot of street performers around this area. There was like street food, some place to get a beer and stuff. But I've realised I've gone the wrong way to this meeting point for this walking tour. I'm supposed to be up in that direction somewhere. So yeah, where them people out there. So I'm gonna have to walk up there and then try and get some food, hopefully. Cool if we get some haggis, but haggis is like a big meal, isn't it? It's like with veg and potatoes. We are on the famous Edinburgh's Royal Mile, which I'm guessing is a mile long. It is famous for all its kind of unique buildings and shops, and it is the main heart of Edinburgh city centre where everyone is walking down. It's a pedestrianised zone, apart from these buses that try and squeeze past you. But you can see it on there, there's thousands of people, and there's a lot of these old taverns and pubs and inns. And our walking tour starts from further down the Royal Mile in 25 minutes. So let's go to the walking tour start, but it's an absolutely beautiful place. Oh, look at that cone on the statue's head. That guy's sign said, "Need money for a trumpet, please donate." So I thought Fringe was all about the comedy, but it's just street acts all together. Music, comedy, performance, magic, all sorts.
I'll take a fly off here.
Could everyone on the pavement please come close? Can't walk off the pavement. Can't go get bigger because I'm over here.
That's the fringe.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Street, just down there.
I've taken one bloody leaflet. Now everyone seems to think I want leaflets now.
Just let the mom know. Hey mom. Just let you know it's going to be a little bit loud. Now my kid can handle it.
This is haggis pizza. While in Scotland, why not get haggis pizza?
Out of the way.
So haggis is the inside of a sheep. Liver, heart.
Let's try it again. Are you guys ready for? No one knowing whether I'm any good or not. I actually don't say anything at the start. Sort of breaking the rules. I think I should probably get started. How you doing, huh? Canadian, we tend to be friendly. High security, they show up to every show. Well, let's do it.
Just takes onion.
Get up.
So the yellow umbrellas are the sign of the free walking tour, which will be going on in a minute. Have a sugar-free one, please. Thank you. Sugar-free.
This building here is the Writers Museum. The Holy Trinity of Scottish writers are found with this.
He's talking in my ear right now. Oh, really? It's on already.
So this is the area for the Edinburgh tattoo, and it is a military display with bagpipes and loads of things going on apparently in August.
I make a joke, I know it's just hard to be proud of an instrument that sounds like a cow in trouble. It sounds like a cow in danger. If you go to the Edinburgh military tattoo, my recommendation is go into a chemist like Boots and get ear defenders. They only cost £1. If you don't need them, you don't need them. But the way that this is built, I can tell that this is made to keep the sound in and to amplify it. You've got 9,000 seats perfectly placed to amplify the sound. So depending on where you're sitting, it might be perfect, it might be too loud. If you're already in it,
This is a queue for Harry Potter merchandise. This is your famous Victoria Street. Okay, so I've just finished the free walking tour. Now, if you've been watching my videos in the past, or if you've been on a free walking tour, the idea is you tip the guide at the end. So yeah, gave him a bit of money. Really good tour, 2 hours, and we got to learn so much about Edinburgh. So after that, I've learned a few things which I need to correct the record from earlier. The Edinburgh Fringe is a month-long festival, not a week festival, and it was originally for comedians that had been cancelled or their careers ended, and it was a place where they could come and almost be unfiltered, where they wouldn't get cancelled or reported, things like that. But these days it's a mix of comedy, street performance, music, all sorts of things. So yeah, that was really good. Got to see a lot of Edinburgh and the castle there behind me. I am still a little bit hungry. It's 3:10. Probably going to try and head out of Edinburgh now, I think. I don't know whether I should get something to eat first. Yeah, because I need to head up north to the Cairngorms, which is going to take me 2 or 3 hour drive. I don't know. We'll have a little wander around and have a think of what to do. You can see the castle up there. So this pub is the last drop. Now, when people, criminals and witches, used to get dragged through Victoria Street if they'd broken the law, getting dragged down the street ready to be hanged in the gallows, the last drop is where people used to sit and have a last pint of ale before getting dragged to the gallows a bit further up. So let's go and have a pint in the last drop to see what it was like to have a pint of ale before being hanged. A bit grim, but let's go. There was no tables or anywhere to sit outside in the last drop, so we'll head on to somewhere else. But this place is so smart, so much history.
You can shoot my back too.
One for some potatoes, chicken, bao and a beer. I think this came to about 19 quid. So we have left Edinburgh and we are now on the way to the Cairngorms. Thanks for watching. The Scotland journey continues. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.